I've been seeing like the banner for the
Up to the
after
line.
event. After chat, so I'm like, oh yeah,
People
Asham's
who shouldn't have
time.
banter this long, but people who need to have a conversation about that party name up to the line. Then probably take this now and say, oh, the fixer here gets up to the line. Yo,
Y'all promoing.
that party that makes sense? I don't know if it makes sense to me.
It not make sense to you.
It not gonna
now,
make sense
'cause
to me
you're
now.
how?
But a bag of kids them there just stand for just listen to trap dancehall music and just them have song for dance too and wine to them
That's,
event
that's
there. I
what
don't
they
know.
want to hear.
I guess it's not anything against the party promoters. I'm just wondering, what the DJ and them think they're gonna play.
No, but
Like. What the
remember
kids
when
them
they used
into
to
now.
lie to it and say about the particular DJs when they pop up on the poster and they were never.
They were never there.
Right?
Them used to do that
Never
all the
put
time,
down.
and we as gullible young dumb kids bought it every time. I've never been to up to lines, but like them thing they reach me at other parties when we did younger for real. So yeah. This artist and that artist and that. Yeah, the man out there.
Big up
Didn't so.
Big up the only party, which is Woman's Boys Barbecue.
Always deliver. Woolman's Boy Barbecue. Everybody who you sip on the flyer always reach.
Maybe even special guests.
All that you always just get like some special surprise guests
The
too.
first time I've ever seen Damian Marley perform live was at a Woman's Boys Barbecue. And the whole alliance was at a Woman's Boys Barbecue. So big them up. Barbecue is not a thing anymore. How sad is that?
I don't know.
I remember when barbecue was all the rage. Now a 5K
Right?
marathon. Ugh. I don't want to sweat like that. I don't walk.
Oh, you want to sweat? Alright.
I want to put your back in it.
Alright. Yeah. Kevin, mute our mic, please. It's time to go into fixed news.
On
Alright.
that note-
Yes, on that note, let's go into fixed news. Let's do it.
Getting more.
Alright, Jazz, what happened on the news tonight?
Yes, so police stopped Tabby's setup. So residents who gathered at the setup of slain Mighty Diamond singer Donald Tabby Diamond Shaw left disappointed after police terminated the gathering because no permission was sought or received for the holding of the outdoor gathering, according to the Jamaica Observer. So last week, reports surfaced that Tabby's death may have been linked to his son, who police have labeled a violence producer in the area. Tabby was killed along McKinley Crescent. Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, commander of the St. Andrew South Police Division, shared with the Gleaner that Shaw's son is in custody on a charge of murder, and they are investigating if the activities of the son are connected to Tabby being targeted. The divisional commander said that McKinley Crescent is in the throes of a long-running gang feud. The McKinley Crescent and Wint Road area, they have been in a conflict for some time, and the preliminary assessment from the intelligence team is that this incident last night would have originated from a continuation of this conflict, Ricketts said.
Can I just say, Jabby, your voice is sounding very spectacular tonight.
I must say, she read that very smoothly. I will say, your media voice,
Thank you.
I don't know if
voice coming back.
I don't know if it really compared to mine.
It's beautiful.
Woo.
So melodic.
But yes, this issue.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
Come
a
back, Eric.
yeah. Come back. Let's go.
This is a sad issue, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, police are doing their work. They're investigating. Actually, I was trying to read the story of Tabby Diamond's common law wife, she was saying that she don't think that's the case. But then Gleaner bar it, and I'm not gonna pay to read it.
Oh,
So I couldn't read further. But
Cheapskate.
I am a cheapskate. But we don't know what's happening. With the police have to do their work. It's just that a legend is lost in this kind of way, in a violent circumstance. So I just hope that they can resolve it and, get to the bottom of things. Why?
Yeah, I agree with you. This
Why
is
was
very,
so childish?
I don't know why it was so childish. I don't know. But hopefully, indeed, that they can, get to. I'm going down that path again. That things can be sorted out here. If it's that, he was killed because of actions of his son, that's really, really sad. Yeah. All right, what's next? This look like more sad news.
Yeah, moving on to more sad news. So Jacure could face additional prison time. Jakura is currently serving a 6-year prison sentence in the Netherlands after being found guilty by a court in the country's capital. However, based on new developments, the Jamaican artist's legal woes may not be over after the prosecution this week filed an appeal challenging the acquittal of the attempted murder charge against the singer. Cure was convicted on the indictment of attempted manslaughter, considered the lesser of the two offenses. If the prosecution is successful with their case, this could mean additional prison time for the singer. During the trial, Cure had mounted a case of self-defense. Unfortunately, the arguments presented by his legal counsel were not substantial enough to convince the court. Man, this is just getting worse for Jakure.
Sorry, somebody on live say I read from a teleprompter.
Thanks.
Yeah, you see.
Careful.
As I said last week, was it last week when we spoke about this? Or the week before, that if you are to see, if you are to go to the dictionary and look up the definition of sad, you are going to see a picture of Jakure in it. I don't know what else can be sad about this case, and you know, especially with the
New
leaking
evidence.
of the voice note.
Mm-hmm.
The prosecution, I feel probably have all right to do this. So, I don't know. How things just look sticky for Jakure and his defense team. Yeah,
You
it's
get
not looking good.
6 and no.
You
I
know,
think they probably
I
can
get
get.
more.
Yeah, I think
To
they
me, I'm
can
just
get more.
saying the prosecution are push it. Like, them are push it.
Why?
Them are push it. Like, the man don't get 6 years. Okay, fine. You know,
Naturally wanted to give him 8.
Yeah, initially,
right.
remember?
But so him already get charged. It's not, it would have been a thing if he wasn't, like, if he wasn't held accountable. But, you know, him already get 6 years. Like, there's no need to go further. You've won, essentially, I guess. Because then why bring... Well, it would have been worse. Because if they never charged him with attempted manslaughter and attempted murder, then he probably would have walked free. Because if they just went for attempted murder, he would have walked free on those charges. So I guess they just did both. But I'm just saying, them get one, so there's no need
Just
to
a random you'd ask, did you listen to the voice note?
Of course I listened to the voice note.
Did you listen to what the man said?
I
Good
did.
question.
Yeah?
I did. But them just, they are pushing now. Them are pushing.
I don't think they're pushing
No,
anything based on
them get,
on the evidence,
But them
man.
get justice. The man is charged. He's serving a 6-year prison sentence for attempted manslaughter. Like, okay.
And
Why
then
you
get
want
more
why you want attempted murder? Like you win. It's fine. He's not walking scot free. It's fine. It's fine.
This sound like I want to run up in our court and say this. Corruption! Yeah. It looks so. I mean, in the eyes of many, as one commenter noted here on our Instagram live, shout out everybody join us here on Instagram live at the Fix JA. He got off easy.
You think so?
I can't help but agree,
Wow.
man. Based on what was presented, and yeah, I think he got off light. Seeing that they're pushing for 8 and then get 6, and then voice note, and then try to make appeal, and then like.
I mean, I'm not saying I agree with the point, and I agree that he probably could have gotten charged or could have been found guilty for attempted murder, but he got. He's been charged or he's found guilty of attempted manslaughter, so it's not like he's walking away innocent or not guilty. He's been found guilty on one charge. So the prosecution would be like, "Oh, I want another one." It's just like, can you stop? It's enough.
All right, in news of freedom, Jobs, let's get to some good news here. It's with our favorite entertainer of all time. Who is that?
So Elephant Man is reportedly in high spirits after a charge of violating the Immigration Act was dropped against him and a DJ, Kevin Shields, during a court appearance after the prosecution offered no evidence in the matter. These charges were laid against the artist and DJ after immigration officials accused them of lying about an alleged trip to Germany, which was one of the countries Jamaica had imposed a travel ban in 2020 as part of COVID-19 mitigation efforts, and failed to declare their travels on a custom form when they arrived at Sangster's International Airport in Montego Bay on March 20th, 2020. Attorney at law Russell Stewart, who represented Shields, told the Gleaner that the prosecution had nothing to prove that his client, or Brian, had visited Belgium except the say-so of an unknown passenger.
Yo, shout out Elephant Man. This is good news to you. This has been a good week for Elephant Man in general. I believe he made, at least history was made this week. Or was it last week? When somebody actually forwarded on our platform and said something positive about Elephant Man. I couldn't be happier about it. I was getting tired of the Elephant Man slander of the people that forward on our show and saying do this and do that. I'm like, Elephant Man can't be that horrible of a human being now, can he?
And then one person.
I just took one person to change all of that. So this is good news for Elephant Man. You know, you're bad man. Yo, here she. Yo, you don't know how microphones work. God.
We heard you.
This is why Elephant Man is never found on our platform. So yeah, shout out Elephant Man, and let's see where this can take him. Let's see, him have a new tune with Monster Bass out right now. Shout out Monster Bass on the live right now. Monster Bass, why are you sending a request to be on the live? We cannot have a conversation with you on the live while we do this radio show, bro. Big up yourself, pie. Big up yourself, big up you and Diamond. God, alright, so that just about does it for Fix News. I think it's now time for WTF News, the most important news of the week. Let's go, Kevin. I think we're going to keep the parish jokes at a minimum in between, transitions to different segments. None of that tonight. Because, the people them took that and they just ruined it. You know what I mean? So no additional banter in between breaks. Alright? Got it? People are resettled. Alright?
Y'all ruined a good thing.
They ruined a good thing. Anyways, what's in WTF News tonight, Jobs?
Yeah. So, scammers have stayed from sex to improve luck.
Wow.
For a very long time, scammers have been turning to the occult world to protect themselves from evil and law enforcement officers. But they also indulge in rituals to improve their luck, which included staying far from sex and even baths.
Yeah, what place? That's Santa was the name back. Sorry. I'm not mentioning the parish tonight.
You promised.
You swore.
Oh, God.
But you swore.
Oh, my days.
So recently, a group claiming to be scammers disclosed to the Star that they used oils, incense, and scented candles to ensure that they were successful when tricking Americans that they won grand prizes. All we do is get the client name and light up a candle, rub on the oil, and talk what we desire from the client. Amen. Them time when we are chop, we don't bathe because we don't want to rub off the luck. We don't want to have sex because the body are pure
and sanctified.
One of the teens explained. Many scammers also wear guard rings, while some choppers have been reportedly indulging in rituals that include drinking from human skulls. Back in 2016, police reported that scammers were even believed to be conducting human sacrifices. The 4 teenage boys, who the media observed were not older than 16, proceeded to scam a victim that they called a client with the guidance of a seasoned scammer. The first reluctant client agreed to pay the small fee of US $400 to the desired Cash App account. Reportedly, the teenager has been scamming for more than a year, and his friend from a call center gave him the victim's information. Dum dum dum. He also explained that everyone who assisted in the scam eats a food.
Yo, shout out Real Unique 19. She says scammer manifestation.
That's right.
She out over here. I'm sorry. Scammer manifestation.
Said that. I was like manifesting what they wanted. But then remember, I always say that this is why Jamaica is so tense, because everyone's not having sex, and it's clear. I'm so glad they proved this.
So everybody. You know what I mean? So what you're saying is that everybody in Jamaica is abstaining from sex.
No, not everyone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you know yourself too. Sockwood.
What? Can you stop? Can you stop?
No.
Yeah. last mattress.
I know you would.
But
I
no.
No. Leave it to Ari.
I'm saying that so many people are on edge. Like, why are they so on edge? Them are killing one another in a January. Like I mean, it's one of the most stressful time of the year because I come off of December whatever. But you know, January at 27 murder alone in a Mobi, and we know that Mobi is scamming capital. I'm sorry, Mobi. I don't mean to offend them, but you know, we all know that.
We're offending Mobi tonight. Yeah, we're just making the rounds.
Like,
next week it's Clarendon.
No one is safe. No one is safe.
Yeah.
But you know, it's crazy that people abstain from sex because they wanna
Stay
be pure. For stealing?
For
stealing? Are you kidding me?
No,
this is incredible.
Shopping.
I said people need to have more sex, man.
My thing is that we know so them do them thing like them usually have like a center or end, so them do them thing, right? So it's just a bag of stink, man, just in a place just a cause them say them not beard, right?
True.
Them are them Marley and Green. I mean, I say your brother like just is like 6 foot apart. You know what I mean? I do one of them Marley.
It's just like for them dedicate them life.
I just want to call to say you won $1 million.
Just send me $400 to claim your prize.
Jaja. I don't know how people still get scammed.
Javi, they're best scamming voice. They're best scamming voice.
Hello. Let me get a little training.
Yeah. The chap on them on the Instagram. Get Javi a script.
I need a seasoned scammer to help me with this.
I don't understand how people get in.
Where goal got there? Somebody call goal.
Congratulations, Mike. You just won $1 million.
Which part of England are the UK?
That sounds like Australia.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Yo, we chop everywhere.
Down under.
Jaja.
No.
Barbecue on the barbie.
So the thing is, when them get the money, what do they do with it then? Because you're not having a girl, because you're not have sex, you're abstain, so she's not going.
Maybe the girls are in it. Maybe the girls understand. They know it's a part of the work.
So when you get the money, you live good life now. You have to continue the work, you know. So you mean say you just not gonna have no girlfriend?
You know what? And in that regard, I must commend these youths, right? Because these are men of purpose and of discipline and of dedication. The man them say, yo, delayed gratification with the ladies, right? Mauli, stinkness, because we have a goal in mind and we're going to do whatever it takes to achieve this. The girls will come when the money reach. Money first.
Jamie say they're good.
Girls
I say, because that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
The mama the result is
because we just need to accept it, and that's what I'm saying. Because there's how in God's name are you okay with abstaining from sex? Because you think that you're getting money to get girls to have sex. Like we just think that's the way of how it goes.
Exactly.
So,
like who are you impressing then?
and then no girl are gonna want you if you stink. So I understand.
Alright, you think they must stink for the rest of them life? No, after a while they will be. When they have the money.
So how long
but they
you
still have
stink
to
for?
work.
But how long you stink for? So you're dedicated to like what? A week of not bathing? A week of not bathing. That is questions.
I don't like how
that's unsanitary.
I don't like how insulting people of men of purpose, of discipline. Yeah, I mean these are the things that we want our society to be filled with, and here we have some young teens out here, doing the do.
So and, you're not on purpose. Why you on purpose?
Not money.
Well, I don't choose to go about things this way, but I don't knock the man them out, them or do them hustle. I mean, I'm not the hustle. I'm not doing that.
It's unfathomable. I need to find out who are the girlfriends of these men, if they have any. Like, I really need to know, like, what's the life of a wife of a chopper?
She probably a help.
Yeah. So she's okay with his not bathing?
Cause she not bathe either.
Oh, God, you can just imagine the room.
Vanessa,
You can just imagine the room when them don't have sex.
Seriously, Vanessa.
Oh, that smell.
Seriously, Vanessa.
Can you don't have a sex smell, but imagine that the room there would smell afterwards. That have got a bag of Lysol and all them things there. Yeah, watch that one there, Master. That room there have got Lysol up, man, and
If you not dead,
and probably
me not
some
dead.
scented candles and all that. Well, them have the candles there already still. So
Probably
yeah,
that
probably it is the scented
the
candle.
incense.
Probably the candles are scented. You see me on the
Well,
incense.
oh, yeah,
right?
candle them.
Yeah,
And my
probably.
bath and body work candle.
It's crazy, man.
Ah, God, this
Oh,
is
in God's
crazy.
name.
This
I
is
really
crazy. Yo, people on the live, let us know if you've ever heard of these stories before. Let us know.
But then remember, say a teenager was killed recently for the gathering.
I do
So
remember
all
that.
these
Yeah.
things, it's
Yeah.
just like me say. I mean, you know, you have to make light of it, but it's so
Yeah.
unfathomable that
Yeah.
you can't believe that people really taking it so serious for your thief people money.
It's bizarre.
Also, did you see the image of the ring? The guard ring, like the man have it on art, it's so fake that the ring basically meld into his finger. Like
I
you
don't
seen
know.
those images.
I don't know if it real or not. Like,
I don't know if it's real either. but
I question everything that I see. on
that
the
is true. I
internet.
can't believe
So
it.
I'm not
That's
sure if it
real.
real.
So true.
Cause I don't know, like it would. I mean, it's acid. Like it's acid ring. So what? The oil on the ring is full of acid to burn in the finger. And then you're so attached to the ring, so you refuse to take it off. Like if you take it off, you lose all its power. But then it goes into superstition, you know. Obviously,
Exactly.
It's just
Yeah,
superstition.
indeed.
That truly is what it is. Belief kill and belief cure. That's what my grandmother always say.
Yeah.
So then put so much power into these rituals and these symbols and these, what you call them, tokens now, and you think they have so much power, when pretty much it's just them dedication. If them realign them whole vision and purpose, as they say Naro, about them dedication and them purpose into something more positive,
I'm productive.
you can imagine when them not fear kill each other for what you call it, what they call it, the book. Because you hear said that and that them kill people for the book, and then the money and everything, so the violence that goes into our is a result of this scamming. Like, them need to do something more.
I'm glad you
productive,
took it to that serious level, or because it is. We spoke about it on the party. Look at this. This is what she's doing in between us talking, just swinging away. But yeah, we just I read all the comments from the live and them hilarious. I be a Green Lantern youths now Lego earring.
And they're green in several ways.
Oh yeah, green. Yeah, that's a double entendre.
That's
Yo,
good, right?
yo, big up J.
Round of applause,
FK
sir.
Productions. Yeah, that one there fun. That one there hilarious.
I love how it's coming.
Culture DNB say right now the only one winner the Obia man.
Right!
They're winning out here.
I should have been an
winning.
Obia woman. I feel like that's my second call.
Yo, Lucky Kid Music, big up yourself. We're gonna get one of them for like a call in and like explain this thing. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Them just have to make sure so them be here before the final. See that?
No.
Yeah,
We're
that's
gonna call.
Just call it.
Hey, yes, call in. Yeah, just call in.
For having a
No,
mistake.
but more for the next. No. A call will do. You know. Yeah.
Suffice.
You know, I'm sure you'll be more comfortable in your element.
Yeah.
You know, I prefer to talk to the Obia
Oh my
man.
god.
Like if them really believe it, like if them just know say them a chop the chopper.
It's all a business.
You know, like if they
It's all a
truly
part of the
believe they
game.
have the power, or is like them just know them a chop the chopper. Like, you know, it's a cycle of thievery. Them a thief the thief.
T-free.
It's a word. Thievery is a word.
Is it?
Addy.
Okay. Alright, I'll make note of that. Yeah. Anyways.
I try style art.
Yeah,
A word boss that.
Yeah, word boss. Yeah. No, true. My sister, she start make up words now. Like, I start following my style.
She did
and
that
so
last week.
She did, so I have to be careful of this.
True.
I always check her. Anyways, people, you are tuned into The Fix here on the Bridge 99 FM. We're going to take a break right now, people. Keep it locked so far. Somebody, I forget, chop.
The bridge.
And that should have been one scammer woman. I should not have scammer woman, an Obia woman. And that should have been for real. And Miss McCarthy.
Connected.
Yeah, just be an Obia woman and then just there with us a chopper man.
No, I don't want a chopper man.
Ah.
No, I don't want a chopper man.
So you feel like you be an Obia woman and there with a man of high
but
class.
you know what I think? I think most gunmen are people who name something
afraid of other people. They do. Them afraid of them. Like them think that them have so much power or whatever.
Yeah.
So them not gonna really harm them. So I'd probably be an other woman.
I guess probably that's why I'm afraid of the oily people.
Why?
I just not.
27 countries down to participate.
Ari, you're fourth. It's like you're trying to lead me down a path that I don't want to.
Why?
I don't want.
Why?
I'm just not.
Because you're a God-fearing man.
Exactly. I mean, I believe in the
We don't
God
believe in those
that I
things.
serve.
But you know, in a
I only
strange
cover it
way,
against them.
in a strange way, like people who believe in Obia, like
panel of experts.
they're spiritual people too, or them believe in something higher than themselves. It's just that them not gonna believe in the God, the Christian God.
Yeah.
Them believe in him
April
something.
16
in a
to
demon,
18. Live
Fix things
from the
next,
National
Kevin.
Stadium in Kingston, Jamaica. Don't miss this regional showdown.
I'm gonna have them sitting here, so.
That bridges the nation to the world.
Jamaica chat down a terrible part
The
though.
live coverage of the 49th
Like, that's
Games
too much of it. Yeah, see it in a music.
school,
Yeah, see it in a school.
Stop them one another over gathering.
That's the Microfinance Limited.
I'm hungry.
Jada P9, that is it now. Joe will say, isn't it? It's like, yeah, I know it's not a normal price, isn't it, forever my life. I know say, if oil, we don't know the oil spill against my name, Harry. I know.
That's so funny. Why would you say that?
We can ban him. We can ban that person, yeah. But you is an anus, whatever reason. They will be on mine.
Why?
Why? Yeah, I must want that up. Yo! They want to share this stuff.
What was the fifth place?
You know what I tell us our fifth place then? Oh.
What was boys the seventh?
Murder.
Sad. At no point them did the bomber 7 or second or third. Ready, minutes. And we're back! And we're back! Yo people, welcome back to The Fix here on Bridge 99 FM. It's a boy down here with Javi and a very intoxicated, inebriated Ari in the building.
Fine guy.
Alright. Let me just take a zoom here on the cup. She's been drinking
Show
from.
them.
Oh god, that you tell one show for you. Yeah, that you tell one show on the live. Yeah, old Maza. Yeah, I can't repeat that.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I can't say, yeah.
Man, get out of here.
I thought that chant was reserved for KC people. We're just pissing off everybody tonight. Yeah. Kevin, 40th minute. Oh yeah. Anyways, I fix things time, people. Alright. Let's go. Kevin put on the purple mic. The purple. I input on the purple. Yeah. Kevin, I sabotage, you know. Look at Kevin. Kevin, I said it's time for fix things. Let's go. Alright, Javi, for the people who aren't familiar or new to the thing, tell them what fix things is all about, please.
Sure. You asked nicely.
I did.
So, Fix Things is a brand new segment that we created to interact with our fans, mainly our online YouTube community. So each week we pose a question on our YouTube page asking our subscribers where they send us voice notes and messages via WhatsApp of their responses. So this week we asked you for your thoughts on Soja's best reggae album, Win. And here's what you had to say.
Long-time viewer, London, England, in
What?
answer to the question about the white people and winning the Grammy. The Grammys don't represent.
That's what I
never
said.
have, and they never
Soja.
will. But the problem is that black people from almost every nationality, in almost every genre of music, look
Well,
to the
this sound like
Grammys as
IQ.
the ultimate achievement in music. And that's
IQ.
the American
I'll go
and
respond to
European
each.
market.
Is that you?
Is the standard, set the standard
So
by
listen
which
to
we
what
can
I'm saying.
success,
Hello.
development and evolution in Afro music, reggae music. It will be a powerful day when we create our own institutions based upon our own culture through which we can reward reward ourselves according to a standard that we set. Until we do them something there, we're gonna continue to see them thing here and have to answer and ask these questions right here. So it's time we do for ourselves. Marcus Garvey says so. Bless.
Bless up to our distinguished voice noter from London, England.
London.
London, England. Ari, what do you have to say? You seem like you're rejoicing at some of the things that you were saying.
No, it's not so much of the white people. No, but we do have our own Jamaica or national, regional awards.
Mm.
It's just that they're not given the same reverence as the Grammy.
Or respect, if you
Or
will.
respect as the Grammy. Everybody wants to win a Grammy. You know, the Grammy has built itself as the premier award for the world, but there have the Jaria,
In regards to music.
in regards to music.
Yeah.
But you have Jaria, you have the Irama, there was the U3 Awards. And there are several others that probably we don't know of, but we just don't give the same credence or acknowledgement as the Grammy. So in that regards, I disagree with him. But I don't know, I don't want to put it as the white man and the white man award and whatever. Like, I don't. And that's coming from me, right? We used to call black Nazi, but still, like,
Feminazi, yeah.
yeah, you know. But I don't know. I just think that we just need to get it right in terms of locally organized better. Christy gave such a fulsome interview.
Who's Christy, Ari?
Christy Barber.
Christy
There we go, there we
She
go.
was she's an ANR.
She's an heir.
And she works with Soldier.
Yeah,
the
she did
Grammy
work on the
Award
record, yeah, she
winning
did.
man. So, you know, she gave like a fulsome interview on her channel. You could go check that out on
Plug.
youtube.com/FixJA.
Plug.
And she shared with us the process on the whole process and campaigning process of Grammy, and how Jamaican artists, how Jamaican people, technocrats, everybody involved in the music arena here locally can get involved in being a voter, you know, so that we don't have the same complaints over and over. But you know, since we started this show in 2014, I think we constantly have this conversation, and we've spoken on this ad nauseum, and it's annoying now.
That's why we call the white lady with the knowledge to speak on it.
But
She
we'll
surely
get
did.
listened
And
to
she
her.
surely did. I just hope they listen. I hope they listen.
That's
Anyway,
okay.
let's listen to the next voice note.
Who is Soldier? But
Oh, I
to
think
tell the
so.
truth, when you go back and look at their history and you actually listen to their music, you realize they're playing good reggae music. And can't take nothing away from them, but it's actually probably a good thing, because now it shows us that us in Jamaica, we have to put out better music. And not only put out better music, make sure the quality is up to par. But the problem is, we don't support our own music, so we have others in other spaces in the world who come and get our awards. Simple.
I think the sentiment about the quality of the music in this case is debatable. I think what happened here, as was explained by Christy Barber, distinguished A&R Grammy nominated producer
yeah.
/ soldier conspirator. It's about a process. Yes, you have to do quality music to get nominated, but once you do get nominated, it's about what you then do in terms of, you know, campaigning and doing little things here and there, making sure people around you in your camp are registered, you know,
To
Grammy
vote.
voters and everything,
Just $100.
making sure that they do so. Yeah, it's just $100
Oh,
For
should
the
have made
year.
clear. Right, it's 100 annually. You pay
Yeah.
100.
annually. I like that she call out the artists them that spend all the money on clothes and this and that. So the excuse that they probably would have about, you know, renewing this thing yearly, it's non-existent really, because yeah, the amount of money what them spend on material things, you know, even though that is somewhat essential in being, or at least keeping up appearance as an artist is key, but still, if it's that you are someone that whenever you see things like this happen and you complain and you whine and
What are you doing
what
about
are
it?
you doing about it? As I said on the podcast, right, that you can listen on SoundCloud and on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify Plug, Fix Podcast, that we need to make up our minds. is it that we want to be a part of this Grammy process? And if it's so, then we need to make sure that we have knowledge about the proper processes it takes to make sure that, you know, we are represented well in that regard. Or we develop and bring up to a certain level our own regional award shows at a respectable level.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm tired of the bag complaint to her. I'm right there with it. Yeah. Alright, let's listen to the next voice now.
We locally would prefer our own local artists living in Jamaica are basically from Jamaica win. But let's be honest, I mean, majority of Jamaicans don't even listen to reggae no more. You get me? And most of persons in Jamaica always have debate and I said this and I said that. I doubt them ever listen to just a Royal album. Them never listen to probably not even one song from Etana. You get me? Most persons just carry Spice because of course we know Spice is dancehall or Shampal and we know those acts. And as such, we kind of carry those persons more. But Soulja been doing reggae for a period of time now based on my research. And I mean, they're doing reggae even more deeper than our own reggae artists. You get me? We can't complain or have an issue if outsiders love our culture, love our music and want to do it. And they're doing it well just the same. You get me? I think we as a country should just support persons once they support our own music, and before we start having issues with persons outside of our country, we need to support our own music more, our own artists more, and that kind of stuff.
Shout out again to this voice note. Shout out to everybody on Instagram live, by the way. Just read one comment here. Just a random note. The two aren't mutually exclusive. We can have credible award shows but also contend for Grammys. That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, because Grammys, whether some people may like it or not and say, oh, a white man thing or whatever, they have built themselves up to a certain respectable level.
Isn't it
with
the
several-
highest music award?
It is the highest music award. So when I say, oh, it's the white man award, like it is the highest
But every
music
award
award.
over there is white one.
If any, all the people them who say them think that if them get nominated for a Grammy, them are be excited, them are want it. So
Exactly.
no bother with that. I agree with you there. Jav, you have any thoughts? I have some comments to read, by the way.
You know, when I saw it, I was mad. I was like, yo, I just feel them time. And even having Spice or, Spice and Sean Paul, as we were saying, because we spoke about it on podcast, we were saying that they were in the wrong category.
Yes.
Yeah, they should be in a separate category away from the reggae artists. Because when you listen to Soulja's album, clearly it's a pure reggae album. Like the sounds that you get from that album, it not have nothing to do with dancehall at all. So that factor alone should be changed. But the support is the main thing that they need to work on.
Yeah. And I think the last voice note mentioned about, you know, Spice and, you know, the ground sort of support that she was receiving. I think that factored into the outrage that we saw when, you know, Soulja and all-white Virginia-based reggae band winning the award. I think people were really pulling for the bestie, and they're just really disappointed that the bestie did not win. So let me read some of the comments I received via WhatsApp. In regards to Soulja winning the Grammys, I feel like reggae is so powerful and inspirational that it destroyed its own greatness. Well, I also feel like it's grown too big for Jamaicans to handle because of our short-sightedness as a people. Of course, they would not let Jamaica win so quickly again since Coffee. Big up Soulja, they love us and we should be happy for them. The Dabra got a full conspiracy.
Right? So Jamaican
we
won
can
it
come
then.
together as an organized entertainment system, blame no one but ourselves. That I can agree with. Shout out to this blank commenter. Also, next comment. You can't knock their hustle. These men most likely went to Jamaica, bought some weed, fling 2 yardy girl upon a. I can't say backers? I just said that one. Yeah. Experience the culture, came back to the US and started making reggae music. The core of their songs sound simple, 1, 2 reggae, and that's what the international space is listening to. Don't get me wrong though. I listened to a couple of their songs off the Winning album, and they're absolute trash in my opinion.
No.
You can't be too mad at the artist and their passion for the music still. I wouldn't say they were trash, I would just say they're very vanilla. You know, very Caucasian. You know what I mean? That
It's
big
Caucasian.
is Caucasian. You know? And when I sang to myself, this sound like if Backstreet Boys did reggae. You know, one of the songs. You know, it was missing some of that soul, but they did a very good reggae album. And again, there's several processes that people don't know about that, you know, them just see something online and just want to join the people in my cause, be up in arms and all them. They don't really know. They probably don't listen not one album, not even the Spice album. Some of these people, I feel that they're up in arms. Not even that album.
Ain't
Them
that
listen.
the
Some
truth?
people just need to shut up. Alright? Shut up! Anyway, shout out to everybody that sent in their voice notes and their messages. Again, shout out to everybody on Instagram Live that made a comment as well. Alright, people. We're doing Quick Fix on the air tonight. Alright, hopefully that goes well. Alright, so Quick Fix time. Javi, we don't have a sound effect for Quick Fix, do we? Okay, alright, let's just get to it. Okay, I don't want to pay. The sound effect for Quick Fix. The man
You
always
want
said
to see my look too, you know, like, wait,
Anyways, it's Quick Fix time. Javi, for the people who aren't familiar with Quick Fix, tell them what Quick Fix is all about, but before you do that, tell them who it's brought to them by.
Okay, so Quick Fix is brought to you by Pure 24, pure natural supplements designed to enhance the body and mind. They make supplements affordable, effective, and easy to use. You can visit their website, pure24store.com. Their products ship worldwide. You can use the code THEFIX for 15% off all items. Use the code THEFIX for 15% off all items. The only gummies you need for a better life. Quick Fix is also brought to you by Prison Marketing Consultants, the public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. Now, Quick Fix is a roundup of the news that we've missed in the week. So, we're going to get right into it.
I feel like I need to take the phone away from my
Now, what is I doing over there?
Is another distraction.
Another distraction.
So, over there,
Yo,
giggling.
I swear I have ADHD, you know, like sometimes I'm not even hearing nothing on the sound.
But just
That plus you've been sipping the Jesus juice some night, so.
like you know this.
Bro, I heard nothing you said.
Anyways, what's
Yes.
first up? Javi,
What
I
about
believe
you?
it is our favorite
Naro.
artist to talk about for clicks and views.
Skillibeng makes good music. So, in a recent interview with Ras Kwame on London's Capital Extra, Skillibeng shared that he has been doing good music, but people are gravitating more to his songs, which have been injected with nonsense, syllables, and unintelligible phrases, like his latest release, Wap Wap featuring FS. So, here's a clip.
I've been doing good music. I have so much good music that
Yeah, I think
people stop embracing. Why you stop embracing the good music then? I have so much good music.
You really are deep, man.
Embrace the good music then. That's a good point. Yeah, it is a good. It's the exact point needed.
Jervis
to be
is
made,
annoyed.
bro.
Kevin is annoyed.
Why don't you embrace the music? Why do I do Crocodile Teeth? It's at 35 million and Mr. Universe is like stuck at 10 million. Mr. Universe is so impactful, bro, so powerful with so much knowledge. And a man mean to tell me, say, I didn't sing them have to write every day. You know, I bet say him not learn everything in a Mr. Universe. In conversation with the great. Not even about learning the lyrics. Understanding what I'm saying in that song. They don't, bro. But when man say wap wap wap, today they say, yo, it's rubbish. And tomorrow, they hiding in the bathroom dancing, bro.
I believe that line specifically was for Ariel, by the way.
I assure you,
Good.
I am not dancing in my bathroom for wap wap wap.
Sure.
So, what are your thoughts on what Skilly said here?
Oh,
Naro?
crap.
Alright, yeah. Just take it.
Give me this.
Yeah, make Javi.
Give me this.
So before I even give my thoughts on what he had to say, I have to take the time out to big up Skillibeng. When we spoke about him on the podcast this week, I feel the spirit was more in defending our stance and of course responding to his mom and just clarifying certain things, allegedly clarifying certain things that she may have misconstrued or she may have an misunderstanding about. But I don't want this to be lost in all of that. In that, what he's doing right now is no small feat. The fact said him not really do road out yet like that, and that him can go tour in England. It's, I think I did say it's a good look, and I was wrong. It's a great look. And as I said, I'm interested to see how he does in the US spaces as well. I think one of the best things that could have happened to him was for him to get that US visa. So let's see how the songs and everything, speak and play over there. How audience is reacting. With that being said, these comments now. It's interesting because it confirms something that we've long speculated, that he is trolling the audience in a sense. And it seemed like him reached. It seems like he has reached a point. Alright. It seems like he has reached a point in his career where he is in a place of frustration. And somebody who came to mind when I heard his comments was Gage. I remember him displaying these levels of frustration with his song Throat, and about how people weren't really paying attention to his more, you could say, better songs, or that meaningful songs. Thank you for that. Alright.
You're welcome.
I want to take this approach this from an analytical standpoint. And I just want Skilly and his fans to know that again, that we think he's talented. I think he has a certain misunderstanding about certain things. I have to question his team, because when he's going to compare Mr. Universe to Crocodile Teeth and say, that's a very good song, and it looks like he not really know or understand certain things about his songs. It seems like he not reached that place yet to understand why some of his songs work and why they don't. Crocodile Teeth versus Mr. Universe. What does one remember from Mr. Universe?
Mr. Universe, Mr. Universe.
The chorus.
You remember anything else? Crocodile Teeth, easy to sing along to. Yes, it's not as, mind warping or mind bending as a Mr. Universe. It's simple. Right? It's a simple song that people can sing along to. Simple, catchy, bad.
Sound good.
What had happened now with Skillibeng is that the people see that it looked like he was growing emptier and emptier. Right? But him comparing a Mr. Universe to a Crocodile Teeth, it just shows that there's a disconnect there. Because I like to think that he know how Crocodile Teeth work, how a Mr. Universe never really worked to that level. To me. And why his songs though, why we think them not sound good, because they're becoming very formulaic. Time around out. I already have something to say.
But just to say, him not get
It's quick fix.
Yeah, it's quick fix. Yeah. I hold it up. I hold it for thoughts about this one. But go ahead.
Ari?
Well, I just want to say for the record, I'm right. Again.
Of course,
and,
you just want to confirm there, right?
It's orgasmic to know that I am right. So everybody who did accost me.
What are you right about, by the way?
That I said underneath our comment, like the first video that we put out, like my rant, I made a comment that Skilly was trolling his fans to say that, like wap 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 is good, and stick to that or cling to that and completely trivialize the whole man, or not really trivialize but reduce the man to that. And I wasn't trying to reduce him to that one song. Like, we know that it's just a one-off song, and I just never like it. I thought that the production, and I'm more complaining about I'm thinking that my gross with it is with the production value of the song. Like, I get the simplicity of it, I get it, and I keep on saying that it's very catchy, because me even I said wap wap wap, but the production value of the song was subpar. But I just want to point it out. I want to point out that I was right. Yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk. Goodbye.
It's sad when you really think about it that him reached this level of frustration with the people, it seemed like. It really sad when you really preach. You know what I mean? But I would just like to encourage him to continue to do the songs and market them better as well. Alright, we'll have to go on to the next topic. Jobs.
Yeah, real quick, and
Yeah.
you gotta hold it.
Alright, cool.
All right, so as per the Observer, the Office of the Public Defender has concluded that Nzinga King's locks were unlawfully cut by a policewoman while she was in custody at the Four Pass police station last year. According to the public defender, Arlene Harrison Henry, in doing so, the policewoman violated King's constitutional rights. Harrison Henry further recommended that King be compensated for the infringement on her constitutional rights, criminal proceedings be visited upon the accused policewoman, disciplinary proceedings be taken against the accused policewoman's supervisor, and a portion of the fines imposed upon King be remitted. The public defender also recommended that amendments be made to the Towns and Communities Act and the Parish Court Jurisdiction Act, or alternatively the Criminal Justice Reform Act. It was also recommended that the Jamaica Constabulary Force remind or inform its members through its force orders of the provisions of the Public Defender Interim Act as it relates to the constabulary. The public defender's findings come on the heels of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn's ruling in February that police officers accused of cutting King's locks face no criminal charges. Thoughts? What are thoughts?
Well, you know, the whole case, it's getting muddled as, you know, each, I guess, what do I call it now, lawyer gets involved in it, because the public, the deputy, the DPP Llewellyn said that, you know, it wasn't, that there was no criminal charges, or there should be no criminal charges against the police, and then the public defender is saying that there should be. So, you know, it's all confusing, but I saw a tweet from Shireen Golding. She's a senator, attorney at law, and Jamaican patriot. Well, that's her Twitter handle. And she said, the second time I've heard the public defender make sweeping statements impugning state actors with no evidence. Her habit is not to do her homework. I look forward to her retirement. So I guess politics is involved here too as well. So let's just see how this proceeds going forward. How this case is handled going forward.
Yeah, I remember us talking about this a couple of weeks ago, and we're calling for justice, and we're called the cause for justice even louder now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've now found out, say, oh, this actually happened. The police need to be punished.
Yeah.
Need to be punished, and that's not
But
less.
then
Not even
there's other people saying that the public defender is not doing her homework. So there's also scrutiny on the public defender's investigative work.
Indeed.
So there's more things happening and more I guess work needs to be unsolved. So I don't know what is the consensus or what's the resolution of this case, but let's see how it goes forward.
Let's see. Justice, that's all I ask her. And next story, Jobs.
Yeah, definitely. Quickly, let's go through this. So, according to the Gleaner, dancehall producer Shabdan has been freed of gun and ammunition charges in the gun court. The 31-year-old, whose given name is Linval Thompson Jr., was freed of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition after no evidence was offered against him. He was charged with breaching the Corruption Prevention Act after allegedly offering a cop $2 million to remove an illegal firearm from his gray Mercedes-Benz before it was searched by the police. The corruption charge arose after the police intercepted a vehicle in which Thompson and Romaro Scott were traveling in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on October 14 last year. Thompson was subsequently charged with bribery. He and Scott were also charged with illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. So quickly, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's all about what I can prove in court, man. And that's what this case shows. Sir P's going to have a field day with this. Yeah.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Look like that's one of them things there.
Friend was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Why you having TED Talks? Alright, people, that just about does it for quick fix. Do we have time for Bust Youth? Yo, bust some youths, Kevin. Alright, Bust Youths time. Javi, who you are bust the weekend?
Yeah, so this week I'm using Shane E, and the name of the song is Antisocial.
Naro went into a diatribe. Just why I'm just wanted for the record. Not me.
Alright, so that was Javi's pick this week, Shaney, Antisocial.
Yes.
Alright.
Who's your besties this week, Naro?
I thank you for asking, Javi, before Harry could. I go with Yaksta, Money Talk. Be up yourself, Yaksta. Looking forward to the new EP will soon drop. Here's some of that, people.
You still don't know that it's new music.
Remember yours that.
Yeah, the circa 11, right? Right. So that was.
Youngster, money talk.
That's
Alright, who you are Bust a Week? It's Bust the Youth new music, alright?
Oh.
That's the segment.
Get it
Yeah?
right.
Get it right. There we go.
So my Bust Youth is circa 11 featuring Mona Don and Risk Music, and it's called Interest.
Alright, here's some of that here. The Interest. Alright, big up yourself. Alright, who was that?
Oh, circa 11 and the song is called Interest.
Oh, alright, people. Big up everybody that was selected tonight, and big up everybody for tuning in, listening in. Everybody on the Instagram live. Big ups. You don't know, so you can follow us across all social media platforms at The Fix JA. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Follow us there, youtube.com/TheFixJA, people. And we're gone. Shout out Kevin, our engineer for tonight. And we that people. Keep going. You know.
we done, bruh.
Yeah, hold it, me the one, at least, hold it more, me the one.
We saw.
Make
I
a
wanted to get my
did
thoughts.
up so yeah, that's
Becca
don't chat.
did me.
Becca did me. Him love to, but Ari Arons, but all them can chat.
Okay, I chat for it.
You know you're sexist. You're sexist. So only men alone can talk. That's what you're saying. Like only men alone have important salient points that need to be expressed. While women who, when they make them point, them chat too much. That's exactly what you're saying. That is what exactly that is coming across right now. You sexist asshole. You chauvinistic asshole. I do not talk a lot. Renz do not talk a lot. We are just merely expressing our points and we're coming across. And just because you don't like what we have to say, you find that as annoying.
Yeah, get the hell out, man. So. Yeah, we should play the sound effect 3 years later. You see me? Somebody I go pull this up on YouTube.
The purple pop film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go on, Wallace.
You not tell the people them say you gone.
No, I know.
Somebody say give him a Will Smith. A Will Smith or a Christian? Christian get the box.
100% copper bias.
Yeah, I know.
Beat and teach, Ari.
Asshole. There is an asshole. Do not support him in asshole ways. Who that tell me for sure?
Oh no, the show done. You see how our head act? Our head act on a customer. But we done waiting on Naro. So you can tell you guys bye.
Still out there, chat. Can't chat, eh?
Ariana, right? Right, just a random music say love Ari, you know. So want to me, hey boy, let me see you, you know. Let's see. Bye. Somebody say Ari drunk.
She is drunk. Clearly.
Not drunk.
Ari is drunk. Ari did that whole show drunk for me.
I was not drunk.
You're drunk.
Ari gone how much rant in a 1 week.
Yeah, how much rant I go for?
It's a new medication, guys. It's not settling.
I drink liquor with it.
With it.
And it says no alcohol.
Oh my god. I need another vacation.
Right? Send me away.
Yes, just around. Yes, man. Hey, come to the people them say, we're out.
We're out, you know, people. You see me, them around me out of them studio. I want to make sure to start right now. Yeah, join us next week. Did we insult or piss off any parties tonight?
2.
No, but I think Moby is very proud of their scamming title, right?
Yeah, we never say nothing bad.
In fact, I was needed a big up to you. Them want to do it for a living, isn't it?
Yeah. But would you have sex with somebody or would you be with somebody, women, if your man is a scammer and him stink and him not have sex with you? Like, how long would the relationship last? Like, it's not worth it.
Should that be the question for next week?
Probably. Like, it's not worth it. Like, you're not having sex with me and your money. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Harry said, somebody said she just beats up hood.
Stop one.
I'm gonna show you how to bleed Naro today.
That's what I'm believe.
You know what I believe?
Wow.
Sockwood, that's what I said.
Sockwood is bad.
No, sockwood.
So, what do you say?
Sockwood.
Sockwood.
The
Sockwood.
title of the podcast
Sock.
says Sockwood.
S-O-C-K.
Sockwood. So when just around the week, I tell me say the parade.
Wow. Somebody said if you have money, I'm rating me and show
Yeah, for me,
you
the
the
body
level.
systems are very, it's one of the body
For like a
systems.
week.
Yeah, modest to say one of the body show up, got the rest of the body show up. We're on the bridge 99 FM. This is the streets, according to me, your boy
I didn't say so cool.
You say something.
I don't know what we call it. Late night edition, the after hours edition, friend of call the slackness hours edition, noon time 10 to 11 p.m. on a Thursday.
No, it says Sockwood.
Big up
Sock.
the people that
I
on
said
them way to work,
Sockwood.
the people that are there.
But you must say me said
Go
Sockwood.
home right
What do I think,
now.
Mr.
People have been listening to anything else right now.
I mean,
Besides
Sockwood, I don't know.
On the radio.
16, we just found out. You know what the vibes. Great show as always.
Jamie,
And
so
then
much
also
to-
tonight, we're just going to talk about all of the nice things on here going nice streets. The nice and not so nice, I guess we can say that. Yeah. And don't know vibes. As always,
Bye.
discuss real issues, real conversations, and of course,
Yeah, open yourself.
you do remember you can be a part of
Thanks
the
for tuning
conversation by
in.
reaching out to me on all platforms concerning the Bridge 99 FM. And just use the hashtag Shell Street. Alright,
Yeah.
so I talk to the bridge and then DM and say, yo,
Shout
you know,
out
something like what Shell
all the fool that work can't spell
Tell
clearly.
you this to me, you see me? I'm open to all suggestions and all cussings, you see me? Right, you can slide something personal
Pick up
on
on yourself.
Instagram, follow me
Javi,
on Instagram,
say bye.
TING, that's everything.
Yo.
Underscore
Say bye.
Shelley.
Oh, bye
Yeah,
guys.
so you don't know, so we're
Even
gonna
though nobody
first
loves
segment,
me,
first
I
segment.
No, we're not save the life. Them spoil a good thing, so we're not save the life.
All of the things that are going on.
Do what you there, do all of
I
that.
didn't want flash.
Yeah. Do that with Javi now.
Is it the thing about my show? I'm a chaotic sometimes.
Yo, remember this I look on a vlog
Somebody
here.
gonna put it on
Oh
our
my god! If
Somebody I can put this on a vlog saying
Why just that? What
some
you
good
want
Harry
my
and
show?
Leslie
Yeah,
and Javi prove that
By
they
the
are
time I show
together.
far down, it's already
Proof. Exposed. OMG.
But yeah, for those who are on the live stream at www.bridge9.
Yeah, video go.
Listen to my colors and know what time.
Yes, we got
Of course, it's kind of
people. Yeah,
restricted,
listen.
but it's brave man forward.
Boom.
Green,
Boom.
negative, put up a shield. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yeah, I